Hello, everyone, and welcome to another webinar powered by Royal Cyber. My name is Ali, and I'll be your host and one of the speakers for today. Now, some ground rules before we begin this journey. If you're unable to see my screen or hear me properly, kindly notify me on the chat window located at the right side of the pan. In the next 45 minutes, we're going to talk about how we're going to modernize your IT operations with IBM Cloud Pak for integration for AIOps. Now, in the meantime, in case if you have any questions, feel free to ask those, and your questions will be answered in the sequence in which they are received. And also, you can post to us your questions or comments anytime during the session, as well as you can write to us in a follow-up email information through the email ID, which is info@royalcyber.com. And lastly, we would like to hear back from you about this webinar today. So please ensure that you're able to submit the survey questions at the end of this survey. Okay, now let's talk about what we'd like to cover today. And I have been joined by my colleague, Mr. Hosh. Hosh is one of our senior executive here at Royal Cyber, working in the IBM space for about 15 years. He's also architecting a lot of things within IBM space and has an immense knowledge about IBM Cloud Pak for integrations and also on the operation side of things. Now, next is what we're going to talk about the agenda, and let's have a glance at the agenda for today. Hosh, if you could please, yeah, okay. Uh, Yeah, so if you could just press this. Yes, okay, thank you. So in the agenda, we're going to start off this conversation with IBM Cloud Pak for integration for AI Ops. It's going to be the introduction and overview, Linux-based deployment options for IBM CP4I AI Ops, then comparative landscape and industry positioning. We'll talk about core components of IBM Cloud Pak for AI Ops. We'll talk about those key benefits and business values. And then, of course, the question and answer session, which will be tailored towards the end. And of course, these are the kind of questions which we'll also receive from you as an audience, and we will respond to those, for your queries and comments. Okay, moving on to the next one. First thing first, first thing first, let's talk about the overview of Royal Cyber. So we are a mid-sized IT consulting and digital transformation company specializing in services, solutions, and softwares. We have over 20 years of an experience working in the IT space. We've got 2,500 plus employees globally. Our headquarters is in Naperville, Illinois, and we have our offices in Canada, the UK, Australia, South Africa, Mexico, and our back office, we can call that as a kitchen, is located in Asian countries, in India and other Asian countries as well. We've got 500 plus certified consultants for specific technology. We're talking about IBM. We've got 10 offices in 5 different continents and about 600 plus happy customers. What's make us different from others is that we've got our delivery model based on the agile and scrum framework, which definitely makes us different from others in terms of delivering solutions to our customers, which is as per their needs. We've got technology partnerships with our key players, like for example IBM, Microsoft, AWS, Broadcom, etc. Okay, next please. Okay, so from here, I'm going to request my colleague Hosh to please talk about this IBM Cloud Pak for AI Ops and what is this all about. Over to you, Hosh.
Thank you very much, Ali. So IBM Cloud Pak for AIOps overview. Actually, it is AI-powered software to optimize IT operations and boost reliability. Just like, for example, currently we have the bigger team, L1 support team, L2 support team, but now it will be replaced by the AIOps. It is just like a smart assistant to handle all your issues. So it will only it will not only monitor your applications, your servers, your networks, it will monitor everything in your IT systems, but it will also the predicts. Now it will not, for example, currently the L1 team, L2 team, that is a reactive approach. But now with this automation, this AIOps, you can predict the issue and you can proactively perform action based on the your predictions. So it will provide you the view of everything what will happen to your system so that you can take actions accordingly. Now, these are the key capabilities. It is faster incident detection, so you can easily detect the incident and you can also resolve those issues using the MLL, machine learning. Combines multiple tools into one unified solution, so it can combine multiple tools, right? Helps predict, communicate, and resolve issues early. So means you have the benefit to predict the issue if it is happening in your system. It can also communicate to the stakeholder and it can automatically resolve your issues as well. How it works, it actually collects the data from your applications, your infrastructure, your networks, all the metrics, traces, logs, everything it collects at the source, data source, and based on that information, AIOps can perform different operations. This is also, this is the flow. It will detect the issue and it will find what caused the issue and recommend the issue. It can also, if you have written the run books for it, it can automatically behind the scene, those run books can automatically fix this issue. But if there is no run book currently for that particular issue, then also you can train your MLL and you can manually fix that issue. So they are all famous tools that you can integrate: Splunk, Massimo, Falcon, PagerDuty, ServiceNow. So these are the integrations that are available. There are number of integrations that are available. You can simply follow the wizard and integrate those tools. If there is not, you can also customize it. There is also a custom option that you can use to integrate different tools. It can also give you the topology view of your infrastructure, your network, your services, your application, everything. It can also give you the view, graphical view of your services, your network, everything. Now, these are the key integration because Instana is a highly famous tool and it is highly widely used in different organizations. So AIOps provides the facility to integrate your Instana so that you can collect the events, metrics, and topology from Instana. It can also automate. You are using the Ansible or SSH. You can write the SSH scripts or Ansible playbooks to automate your tasks. Then for the integration, you can also integrate with Slack, with Microsoft Teams. So there are chat ops that you can use to remind the users or the stakeholders what is the issue, if the issue has been resolved. So you can easily communicate using the chat ops. There are AI trainings and inside AI models can be trained using your integrated data, enhance the platform ability to understand, detect, and respond to issues intelligently, build an automation engine. So these are the included as user interface and engine to define. You can define your policies, you can write your run books, response actions based on the issues, help resolve incidents automatically and quickly as they arrive. So means this is an automation tool. It can all take care of your all issues itself if you have written the run book for those. Then what it does, as explained in the previous slide, it collects the data. All the AI tools perform their action based on the data, whether those are logs, those are alerts, those are metrics, those are traces, whatever the data they collect, they can take the decision or run the script based on the data. Uses AI to understand what is happening, so you can train your models to understand what is happening to your system. It can easily find the root cause of problems and suggest or perform fixes. Okay, so your systems stay fast, stable, and reliable. So means you can easily reduce your staff, your L1 staff, L1 support staff, your L2 support staff. In place of those, this tool can easily handle all those issues. If your application becomes slow, for example, IBM Cloud Pak can detect the issue, find what causes it, recommend how to fix it. Now, IBM Cloud Pak for AI, it's Linux-based deployment. So currently, for IBM Cloud Pak for AI, you have the you have the following options. One is Linux-based, and one is OpenShift Cloud cluster. So you have the options to deploy whether on the OpenShift Cloud on Red Hat, or you can also deploy your Linux box. So this is the high level requirement that we have given you. For example, the table 3 explains without Red Hat. For example, if you have already the Red Hat, then what will be the configuration? You need 3 minimum worker node, total virtual CPUs 47, then total memory this will be. So this all are the configuration, or we can say the requirements, hardware requirement for your, if you want to install or deploy AIOps on OpenShift Red Hat. If you don't have the Red Hat, then definitely there will be the three master node and three worker nodes, and total CPU. We have given the total CPU and memory that you require, and there are different options. Whether it is a production, for production there will be different requirements. For a starter, for the developer, there will be different requirements. So these all are the requirements that we have given in this table. So if you don't go for the OpenShift, then you can also deploy on the Linux environment. So for the Linux, you need 9 nodes. Total virtual CPU space should be 136, and total memory should be 3 at the 322. So at the bottom, you can see for each node we have given the specific requirement. For disk per node should be 120 GB. This is the minimum requirement, or we can say this is the recommended requirement. For RAM per node, there should be 16 GB, and virtual CPU per node 4. These are the key competitors. So there are the competitors in the market, but definitely AIFs have the edge over those. This is deeper enterprise integration. AIFs has a strong AI model, flexibility with hybrid cloud and OpenShift. So means whether it is on-prem, it is cloud, it is hybrid, so it can support all those environments. So these are the, in the table, we have given the key competitors: Dynatrace, and Trace, Splunk, Datadog, New Relic, all those are the competitors. So these are the key components. When you deploy your AI apps, these are the key components, and each component will perform a specific job. One is metric manager, log analyzer, event manager, natural language processing, runbook automation. These are all are the components that are given here, and it can runbook can automatically, for example, notify incident resolution, topology manager. These all are the components that perform different actions in AI apps. So we have given brief description of each component here. Metric manager, log analyzer, event manager collect performance data, logs and alerts, so that it can perform different action based on the information or the data that it collects. Then there is NLP component that understand alert messages using your natural language processing. AI model manager uses AI to detect patterns and issues. So for example, you have the option to store, for example, multiple issues are happening. So those issues will be stored. So if the similar issue happens in the future, then it can easily handle that. If there is no, the issue has been fixed in the past, then you will have trained your AI models. Then there is a topology manager maps the entire IT environment to find root cause. So it will give you the flow of your all the infrastructure, so that you can visualize everything in your environment what is happening, and so you can easily track down. incident resolution advisor that suggests how to fix problem. Runbook automation automatically perform actions like restarting a service. For example, there is an MQ. You are monitoring different middleware tools, and based on that, if there is happen, for example, there are messages in the queue, then you can extend the current depth of your queue, whatever. You can write your run book so that it can automatically perform those actions if that issue happens. Event anomaly notification shows alerts unusual behavior or notification to the team, so it can based on this we can predict the issue. You can easily connect with external systems like Slack, databases, MS Streams. So benefits of IBM Cloud Pak for AIOps, it is faster incident detection and resolution. So you can quickly detect the issue or incident, and you can quickly resolve the issue because it uses AI to identify issues before they become major problems. So manually you are not required to monitor each and everything. You are not required to monitor your logs and everything for the issues. It can handle your issues automatically. Smart automation, it can automatically respond to incidents using runbooks and policies. You will define the policies based on the alerts groups. It will save your times, reduces manual work, and unified view across IT. Because using the topology, view your IT systems. It can give you the root causes analysis based on this on the data. You can also train your AI to find exact cause of problems, quickly helps resolve issue without guesswork. Okay. Integration with existing tool, connect easily with tools like Splunk, ServiceNow, Slack first smoothly into your current IT environment. So means it is quite easy. It has provided lot of integration options. You can quickly follow the basic configuration to integrate those tools with. Hybrid, it can support both hybrid and multi-cloud. Support works on on-premises, cloud, and hybrid environment. It is very flexible for migrant IT infrastructures. So this is a high-level flow that how it works, self-healing flow. So how it will heal your issue? It will first read your logs, your metrics, your traces, whatever the information, maximum information it can collect, it will connect from your environment, from your networks, from your services, from your applications. It will collect maximum information so that based on that information, it can perform different actions. So based on those log files, that data, you will train your AI models, and once you are trained, you write the run books, then it is a self-healing process. You are not required to do anything. It will simply run those run books in the background, and it will resolve the issue. So this is the complete flow, that how self-healing flow works in the AI ops. So this is the customer scenario. For example, transaction queue depth rising continuously, risk of outage. In MQ scenario, you can see the queue depth is continuously rising. It is risk of outage. What AIOps does, it detects anomaly. It sees the abnormal behavior. Means based on the current baseline, it sees that this is not mismatching. There is something wrong. So using real-time metrics and logs, it can detect the anomaly of your system. Then it correlates, identify blocked consumer application, and it will automatically run the run books. For example, you can in the run books you can mention whether to restart the channel. If you don't have the specific, for example, script to fix that issue, then you can notify your DevOps team. You can notify your developers that this is issue that happening, so and fix that issue. Then what will be the outcome? Incident resolved in seconds instead of hours, and prevented downtime. So final notification can also be sent to all the stakeholders via email or MS Teams or Slack that issue has been resolved, and you can store that in the database. Establish observability baseline, unify logs, metrics, and traces. This is the roadmap adoption. Implement event correlation and noise reduction. Apply AI ML mod for anomaly detection and root cause analysis. And it will automate responses using runbooks and ITSM integration scale to predictive and prescriptive self-healing operations. So AI of it is not only observability tool, but it also resolution tool. So you can observe your environment and you can also automate fix the issues. It is smarter, faster IT operations with the AIOps. It will prevent outages, reduce MTTR, and boost reliability, drive efficiency with AI-powered self-healing, unified observability plus automation, resilient operations. So this is all about AIOps. If yeah, Ali, can you go through this?
Well, thank
If
you
you
very
have
much,
any
Hosh.
questions, then we can address later. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
proceed.
yeah, it is. Thank you very much, Hosh. It's insightful, and I think whatever you've demonstrated in the presentation so far, it's excellent. So I think for the audience who have joined us today, we've got an exclusive event offer for you guys. We've got a complimentary assessment ready for you. So to our attendees who are listening to this webinar today, we've got a use case identification and scoping. We've got some of the customization review and integration review available so that we can discuss things with you. And the deliverable to that is we will create an assessment report. We will propose to you a solution with an projected ROI, and then of course it comes with an implementation plan and of course an implementation cost. On the other hand, we do have another package for you, which is called the Jumpstart package, and that is offered to our attendees today at a discounted rate. Which is, we are going to do a stakeholder introduction, use case finalization, then there'll be a cadence. We'll do a pilot use case implementation, a documentation of it, knowledge transfer, of course, a support on it, and of course, a project which will cover it within 4 to 6 weeks to identify and see how this is going to really work. Okay. So as we are entering into the last part of our webinar, Hosh, if you can go to the next screen, please. We have the question and answer session. And in that question and answer session, we would really like to hear from the audience that what sort of questions do they have. Um, I think, Hosh, I'm going to start the question and answer session with you. I've got some of the questions already asked by the team members, within this, the audience who has joined in. So one of the questions they have asked is, what percentage of your alerts today are duplicates or noise?
Uh, yes, I think it is around 40 to 50% of our alerts are repetitive or low priority, which often leads to alert fatigue. So I would say 40 to 50%.
Okay, that's cool. There's another question asked by the audience. Does your infrastructure meet these baseline requirements?
Yes, of course. Our infrastructure is mostly cloud native and containerized with monitoring and logging system in place. We meet the required baseline.
Okay. Another question which is quite similar to this is, what other tools are you currently comparing for AIOps? Like, they're basically talking about what other tools that we have
Yeah,
in the market to this.
yeah. Currently, one of the slide I already discussed as well. So I am also repeating. We normally currently Dynatrace and Splunk. Those are Splunk AIOps and IBM Cloud Pak for AIOps has edge over those in terms of means enterprise level, but definitely Dynatrace and Splunk's AIOps we are competent.
Okay, but how is this our solution better than Dynatrace and Splunk? I mean, I understand their application performance monitoring tools, but how is this going to be relevant with AIOps?
Yeah, because there are a lot of integrations are available. Okay, so means there is custom integrations are available. There are you can train your AI models better, and so I think it is better to use this for
Okay,
enterprise level organizations. If you have a bigger infrastructure, you have a lot of networks, you have a lot of services, then definitely I would prefer to use this.
okay. How many tools do you currently use for logs, metrics, and traces?
Yeah, we have our own tools, Monitor Pro, in in-house product for Royal Cyber. We use that Monitor Pro that is used. We also use the Instana for collecting metrics and so on. Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
For alerts, we use PagerDuty. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. There is another question. Which AI ops capability do you see as most impactful within the organizations? Like, why
I think
most of
it
the
is,
organizations?
yeah, I would say because it can predict, it is proactive rather than the reactive. Mostly what happens when the issue uh, uh, happens, then only we resolve it. But using AIs, you can also predict the issue based on the topology or your information, your data. You can also predict the issue so that you can proactively fix those issues before those happen.
Okay, great. I think there are no more questions. I think I'll just take another 1 minute to pause myself and see if there are some questions which may come up from the audience in addition to the already asked questions. We have a couple of more minutes remaining. So, guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, we're going to wrap up this session. Um, yeah, sorry, excuse me. Okay, I think last 30 seconds before we wrap up this. Guys, if you have questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, I think thank you very much, the audience. Thank you very much, Hosh, and thank you very much, the Royal Cyber team who has actually made this happen. And I think it was a very important topic that we covered today. So we will see in the next session with some new topics and new technologies and see how this is going to work in the future also. So thank you very much. Take good care of yourself and have a good one. All right then. Bye bye.